All right. We're going to get into the finals, guys. This is going to be a best of 5.
What? Tunga 111 cheered. X300, I feel like Stormgate is really likely to be good, but not likely to be amazing. I think Zero Space could be either really amazing or really bad. It's more of a risk taker, it seems.
It does seem like it's more of a risk taker. Yeah, I mean, I can't, but I don't know if I agree with you. Think it's likely to be good, but not likely to be amazing. I think, and we have this final start, so I'm gonna focus on this mostly, but I do want to address that. The people making Stormgate made StarCraft 2, and there's people from Warcraft 3 there as well, right? And so it's going to, I think it's going to be better than StarCraft 2. And StarCraft 2 is the second best RTS ever. So, I mean, that sounds amazing to me. So, that's, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see, but that's, it seems like it's going to be better. No, AoE 2 is amazing as well. I have nothing against that. I'm a StarCraft guy, though. Okay. No chance it's better than StarCraft 2. What are you even basing that off of? I don't even understand how you would base that off of anything. If you have the same people basically making it, and they've done all the research, and they know what is bad about StarCraft 2, how would it not be better? It's just, you guys just type shit. You're like, this is the way it is. You guys are dumb, and I'm smart. And that's why you're watching me, and I'm not watching you. Okay, let's talk about this. This is the finals. It's a best of 5. We have Liquid Clem in the top left. We have Byun in the bottom right from Shopify Rebellion. All right. Reapers on both sides. No big surprise. Double gas on both sides as well. So definitely going to be seeing factories come up. Well, I mean, we gotta wait for the for the production tab to vary. It's a mirror matchup. We gotta see where someone's gonna do something different. Because right now it's all the same. All right. Still the same. Hold on, guys. I'll let you know. I'm watching that production tab like a fucking hawk. All right, a little bit of harass there. You know, you bring the SCV and it gets that extra hit. So that at least is kind of interesting. Are we going to see any kills? Super close. It looks like an SCV died. But did an SCV die on both sides? I believe it did. Now, a little bit of a Reaper chase. Starport is coming up for Clem, so that is... Oh, no, Starport coming up as well. For Byun. I mean, we had a little bit of scuffles with the Reapers, at least. But this is pretty damn even. This is pretty much the same thing. Are we going to have the reactor start for Clem? Yep, there it is. Holy shit. Look at that production tab, guys. It's pretty crazy. Okay? I'm going to let you guys know. We're going to look right at that production tab and see when something changes. Wait, is that 2 tech labs? Holy shit. No, there's a second tech lab. Sorry, guys. There's a cyclone. Do you start a cyclone? He does start a cyclone. Okay, hold on. We're still waiting. 2 Marines. Are you going to start 2 Marines? Give me 2 Marines. 2 Marines. Shit. Are you gonna start a second SCV? Where's your second SCV, bro? Oh shit, are we falling behind, Byun? Siege tank, are you gonna start a siege tank, Clem? Both got that Raven going. Are you gonna start a siege tank, bro? There it is. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Someone's gonna do something different. I feel it. I fucking feel it. Command center. Command center and a Raven. Are we gonna... Are we gonna start Command Center, Byun? We're not. He's gonna produce more units. All right, here we go, guys. The game is starting. The game is starting. Clem getting his third command center. Byun, non-stop units. Oh shit, the third command center. Well, it is kind of funny. All right, so there's the stim upgrade on the way there for Byun. We're going to see that as well for Clem, of course. You know, he's got the Raven popping out, so he can switch that over. A little bit of a micro battle here. Looks like Byun starts to come out on top. Clem just pulls back to his siege tank range. Huge difference, as you can see. Clem losing that one Reaper. Might reverberate through the rest of the game. All right. It's really, really funny, actually, to me, because like these scuffles that we're looking at right now, if these were 3 minutes ago, they're very, very impactful. But the following units that you make early game in Terran versus Terran don't matter this late in the game. They are the Reaper, the Hellion, the Cyclone. These are all units that can screw up your opponent early game, but just don't scale well at all, right? You're going to go into a pure Marine tank, medevac, maybe Vikings, right? The Ravens are still going to be useful, but we're like literally seeing them now scuffle with the units that they don't even want anymore. So like there just hasn't been anything impactful yet to talk about in this game. We're 6 minutes 45 seconds in. Nothing yet has been impactful. Couple of Ravens flying up here for Byun. Moving out, both sides taking their third at the same time. All right, let's see. I mean, okay, this Hellion's going to harass that a little bit. Again, not really impactful. Cyclone comes out to clear it. That's fine. Both of them just kind of sitting at their third bases. So who makes the first move? We're in a Terran standoff right now, a mirror match standoff. There's the armory. Well, we should get the armory any second here from Clem. There it is. Oh my god. Okay, second factory for Clem. We should get the second factory any second here for Byun. Byun? Ahem. Byun? Oh my god, he starts a command center. The madman. The madman. Okay, so there's actually some real differentiation happening now. Clem is going to go much heavier tanks, it looks like, which I'm not too surprised. Byun is such a bio guy. So only one factory for him for now. I think he will eventually add another one, but that's not the top of his priority list. Instead, he's a little bit more into getting some more expansions. Honestly, I think you should be adding a second factory by now. I think Clem did it right. Now, Clem going to come down and try to break through this. All right, a couple disables go down, a counter disable on the Raven, and Clem is going to actually smash through these siege tanks. Not just that, a little counterattack with just 5 stim Marines over here, kind of annoying. Not the end of the world for Byun this part, but losing those tanks was a big deal. That was a big deal, right? And Clem lost some units in there as well, but more Marine-based. So right now, the fact that Clem has the second factory and he just killed a bunch of tanks, I view this as Clem being well ahead. Now, Byun starts his second fact just now. His second fact is like starting after the other one is finished and the tech lab is finished on it, right? So at this point, it's like big advantage Clem, I think. Byun is taking his fourth. Don't forget, he did get that fourth command center quicker. But, like, yeah, maybe you have more Marines. 52 Marines against 36, but it's 7 tanks against 3 tanks. Much better scaling here from Clem. Getting that +1 vehicle weapons, love to see it. Focusing on Viking production now, love to see it. Because now it should just be like, what Clem should do, because he has such a tank advantage, is slowly but surely take bases, create a big Viking advantage, and as he has this Viking advantage, he can then get a few Liberators and just push through Byun's positions. Because, look, Byun, okay, he kills that command center, and that's a good move, but Byun literally has to get moves like that because his army is so heavily Marine-based. So if he cannot utilize the mobility and high DPS of these Marines, he just fails the game. He just loses. So a good move from Byun, and again, a required move from Byun. Clem moving across the map. He has a lot of siege tanks. Byun wants to kill these siege tanks, but there's no easy way to do it. Like, you got to pull the trigger and just stim in. Is that what we're seeing? Oh my god, he pulls the trigger, stims in. Looks like he gets one. I believe he only got one there, but I can't tell for sure. Clem moving forward. He doesn't have many Marines here. So Byun, well, even so, Byun does not get the tanks right there. A counter drop from Byun actually doing some fantastic work here. He gets the command center. Are you kidding me? And that many SCVs? Clem continue to push forward with these siege tanks. Byun gonna bomb out on top of them. And GG is called. Byun takes it down. That is a funny game. That is a funny game. If you pause that game, when Clem blew up the 2 Ravens and like the 5 tanks of Byun, if you pause the game there, you get Clem out of the seat. You put into the seat like TY, Maru. Honestly, I would put almost any top Terran into that seat that's not known for aggression, and I will bet money on them every single time, like a large amount, because there's no question that Clem had a big advantage there. The way that he was pushing, the way that he wasn't kind of like, you know, build your Viking count, build your siege tank count, take your bases slowly, right? Byun's not catching up on siege tanks. So you can then, because you're going to be ahead in siege tanks no matter what, spend more gas on Vikings. Then he can't catch up on Vikings. Now he can't catch up on siege tanks, and he can't catch up on Vikings. So you go Liberators, and you simply push him down, right? It's a mathematical thing. Dude, you put Spirit there, wins 1,000 times out of 1,000 times, I think. So Byun with a great comeback, but I think that was a bit of a throw from Clem. He did not do it correctly. Yeah, these wristbands. Guys, these are so I can wipe the tears out of my eyes when you throw a big lead after killing all your opponent's tanks. All right, here we go. Byun in the bottom left of Royal Blood. In the top right, we have Clem. Byun leading 1-0, but honestly, I think Clem, yeah, well, I don't just think, I know that he had a big advantage and he kind of threw it. Like, that attack he did was kind of weird. It was a little bit too quick. Yeah, some mistakes there. But it's, you know, games like that are not really Clem's style as much. He's more of a tempo-oriented player. He's actually, they don't have the same style, but, like, there's similarities between Byun and Clem, right? Both a little bit more micro-based, a little bit more tempo-based, a little bit more aggressive. They want to mix it up, right? But, you know, the Terrans that play the slower, more methodical game, your Spirits, your TY, of course, from the older days. You know, any Terrans like that. Maru, well, Maru plays every position well, but you get my drift. People who know how to play that position with the siege tank advantage into the Viking advantage into the Liberators, like, they're gonna dominate that a lot. And it's not that it's impossible to come back, but certainly a very hard thing to come back from. Now let's see if they do the same build. Maru fanboy? I'm not a Maru fanboy. I recognize the skill. That's like if you bring me to like a volcano, and I'm like, wow, that lava in that volcano is really hot. You're like, whoa, volcano fanboy. It's like, well, no, I mean, that's... I don't even care about volcanoes, but, like, the lava is hot. Just like Maru can play every position as Terran better than everybody. Now. Nebula Cope. I like it. I like it. We got to make that a fucking emote. Nebula Cope. That is actually a great idea. I'm going to message DJ Cat Jam right now, unless he's in here. DJ Cat Jam, are you in here? All right, there we go. I have done it. I've told Mr. Cat Jam about it. All right, anyways, let's take a look at these builds. Double Reaper versus Double Hellion. It's kind of funny, right? It really felt for a long time in StarCraft 2's history that the Hellions end up winning, but I mean, I think the Reapers do a good job. I like a lot of these heavy Reaper plays that we're seeing. The grenades at this super high level, just they do so much for you, so much bouncing. The auto healing is really nice. Hellions, you got to bring home and repair them, man. Or you're going to be a Chad and drop a mule in the middle of the map. Now, this engagement does start, and Byun is getting some very good volleys here. So, yeah, Byun is going to come out on top there. You know, that's the thing. If all your stuff is together and your opponent can micro his Hellions to actually hit multiple units, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, sorry, my nose is actually, like, filling up with right now, which is why my voice is getting a little nasally at the moment. I don't know why. I feel completely fine, but I don't know. Just filling up a little bit. Maybe some sinuses or whatever. All right, a couple of Reapers come in, gonna try some harassment. They do end up getting an SCV right there. Byun gonna zap him though. Clem a little bit of counter harass. Byun flying up here with his Raven. Let's see what he gets done. Cyclone ready for him. Look at that. We're almost ready for it. He had the idea that this was going to occur, but didn't quite catch it. Byun just sends it to the top right. I think Clem totally missed that. Yeah, he did, for sure. I see the patrol of the Cyclone. So, totally missed that. That might be really useful for Byun later, because Clem just does not know that's there. Now, this micro is actually really important, by the way. The Marines just shoot faster, so he's just moving them out of range. Shoot, move out of range, come back when they have their cooldown done. So, nicely done there from Byun. Byun putting in the work right now. And he actually, I think he thinks that the Cyclone saw him, because he's just flying out with his Raven, and it gets locked on upon. So, the turret going down. Ooh! Damn! Just barely doesn't get it there. Kind of crazy. Second Cyclone coming out. Clem gonna clean everything up. A little bit more poking there from Clem. Byun, though, getting his third base up and ready as quickly as he can, building it on location. Clem building his in his main base. Going to want to think about floating that down ASAP. Double eBay coming up here for Clem. Haven't seen that yet for Byun. Definitely needs to think about that very, very soon. Don't want to be getting behind in those upgrades. Triple Raven move out, though. Okay, double eBay starts for Byun here. This attack from Byun is kind of crazy looking, isn't it? I love this angle, by the way. Look at this. Okay, he forces the lift. But I'm actually wondering if he had potential here. With the amount of mana that he has, look at that, double disable, yeah, and then you throw down the auto turrets. And he is going to blow up a lot of stuff, man. Byun with just a killer move here. Damn, dude. What a monster. Oh, just barely doesn't pull that out of range, unfortunately. But he is putting insane amounts of damage down. Look at this. Goes for the Cyclone. Does the scan to make sure that he gets it as well. Oh my god. The auto turrets come out. And just in the nick of time, he actually unsieges and moves back against the disables. Byun is playing like a man on fire right now. This is craziness. I cannot believe what he's pulling off here. Now, I don't believe he has... Oh, he does have mana for the turrets still. Auto turrets going down. And look at the amount of SCVs dying here for Clem. 28 workers go down. Just insane. Gonna have to leave his Vikings here. They are not going to be able to make it out. Clem's still trying to stim forward and get something done. He's down over 30 workers and even on army supply. And he doesn't even have his third base landed. Byun's sitting here with his third base on location during that attack. Huge, huge advantage for Byun right now. I got to tell you, that was a pretty crazy attack he did. You can see just how efficient he was. My god. That is just so many SCVs. All right, so Byun right now building on the side of the map, just to watch for any incoming drops that his sensor tower doesn't see. So good moves there. Where are we going to go from here? A couple more gases. I don't see second factories yet on either side. There's more marine production going down for Byun. Combat shields about to finish here on both sides. Yeah, you can't get in. Okay, it looks like Clem just wants to all in. It's not going to work. He's going to GG here. Oh, man, the armor shred just to top it all off. Just completely dominating. GG. Yeah, a little bit one-sided after that attack. I mean, you kill 28 SCVs. There's not going to be much coming back from that. Damn. Yeah, Byun has been looking good this year. Really good. We're getting right into game number 3. No brakes on this crazy train. I think at this point, I want to see something very cheesy out of Clem. I think you should double Proxy Rex Reaper. Like, it's not worth it to get into a mid-game and late game. Like, you're down 2 maps here against Byun, one of the best Terrans of all time. I think you gotta... You should try to just steal a quick win to just stop the tempo right now. All right, Byun in the bottom left of Ancient Cistern. In the top right, we have Clem. Let's see what Clem wants to go for. Again, like I mentioned, I would like to see something like a Proxy Rex, double Proxy Rex Reaper from him. I mean, even whatever you want to try to pull, excuse me, try to pull off. But again, something aggressive. Like if you gotta just get a little bit lucky at this point to win. I don't think pulling back into regular macro games here is going to win 3-0 against Byun. It seems very unlikely. I mean, you can just use this time to practice as well and say, well, I probably won't beat him 3-0 with my standard play, but at least I'm going to get some good solid practice against a top Terran, right? Yeah, that's reasonable, I guess. Double gas on both sides, so we're going to be seeing factory openers. So, yeah, I mean, we're just kind of watching. I heard someone ask, seriously, how does a nose that large get blocked? Well, here's the thing. I wear a prosthetic nose because I wanted to be more like my favorite caster, Todd. And I actually have a really tiny nose. It's very easy to get blocked. All right, Reapers popping out. They're just going to look around, make sure nothing is too out of the ordinary near their home bases. Then go on home. Command center is about to start on both sides. We'll see if we're going to have a reactor made here on these Raxes. Would imagine so. And there's one reactor. Byun choosing to just go ahead and make a third Reaper, though. Wonder why he's making that third Reaper as opposed to reactor. Maybe feeling a little bit more safe if he's up against 2 Rex Reaper, perhaps. Should try a sinus spray, like Exlier. No, thank you. Every time my body has something slightly discomforting, that's not even that big a deal, I do not pump it full of chemicals. Thank you, though. You may want to consider that in the future. So, yeah, the command center is going to be finishing up very fast third gas here. Water is a chemical. Okay, okay. Raven for Clem. And, well, I mean, not... third command center very quickly for Byun and way at the side of his base. Okay, I was kind of looking at this, wondering what exactly he was going to be doing there, but yeah, getting his third command center very, very, very fast. He is going to have to play on the defense here. Whereas with another gas going down for Clem, does seem like he wants to invest a little bit more heavily. So kind of switching spots in this game a little bit. Siege tanks being made, Ravens being made here for Byun. Yeah, nothing lost. Good tabs. Good check on the income there. Everything pretty even. But of course, that third command center, if you're both sitting back, the third command center is going to end up paying off pretty well. Byun starts his stim. Is this too much? Second starport for Clem. Oh, I love this play. I haven't seen this play in a really long time. But you can go for the second starport, and what you do here is you make, like, Marine Tank Mass Viking, and you can just kind of go across the map, and it is really strong. Like, the Vikings are going to outvision everything, so you have that tank range advantage, that tank vision advantage, and you can end up landing your Vikings to fight. The Vikings actually fight pretty well, even against the Marines pre-stim. So yeah, we are going to be playing StarCraft 1 after this series. For anyone wondering, thank you, Mad Cow. So yeah, this is fun. I like this build. It's been so long since I've actually seen it. Can't quite remember. Now, obviously, if you actually get a decent amount of Marines out here with your stim upgrade, and your opponent has a lot of Vikings, they're not really going to be able to utilize them like landing. Now that scan, that's why you built the command center way to the side. So right now, looking at that, you might be a little bit unsure about what you're fighting against. Well, mine gets the... Well, that was not the most impactful mine, really. Killing a Hellion is not the end of the world for Clem here by any means. Now, Byun jumping back here. He's slowing one tank from coming up and killing a few of these SCVs. He's also going to see this thing at Starport, so he's going to have a much better idea of what's going on. Now, look at this. Coming in, hunting. Look at this, hunting. Kills off one of the Ravens. Big moment. Command center at third base has to fly back. Very good job here from Clem. This looks good for Clem. Now, Byun is risking it all, dude. He's dead. I think he's just dead. Like, look at this push coming in, and Byun has nothing he can really do against it. Look at this. 1 disable, 2 disable. The double medevac drop from Byun has to do so much across the map. And even if it does so much, it can't do more than this, right? This army can literally kill him. So, okay, he drops it out in the middle of everything. Stim is not done yet. That could be a great target. SCV is getting pulled. Byun knows he's in a base race type of scenario. SCV is getting a bit of a surround here on the tanks, actually doing a great job. Well, they started looking like they were doing a great job. Now the Marines, are they going to be able to actually power everything down? Look at this. He's actually right-clicking on that starport. God, trying to fight from that high ground with those Stim Marines. Puts his wall up to slow it down at least a little bit. The Stim Marines definitely doing a lot. Clem is down to 3 SCVs, so his army actually does have to win at this point. Once again, Byun drilling his SCVs. He needs to actually drill a little bit more. Get them on top of everything. Lifts them up, lands them on the tanks. Does he have enough damage output here, though? This is crazy. This is such a crazy end of this game. Byun is going to do it. GG, Byun wins 3-0. Holy crap. I thought for sure he was dead. When he left 2 siege tanks to fight off that entire army, it's like, how are you ever going to hold on against this army? But the quick stim did it for him. He actually played a greedier build and still killed him in the base race. So amazing play there from Byun, 3-0 in the finals.